Hey everybody, welcome back to the Iron Oak Sawmill Devon truck once again on the LT35. What do we got going on today? Well, we've already started on this one. Sorry, you guys didn't get to see that, but what we've got, like we talked about, white oak. Lots of white oak, 5x5s and 4x5s. This one, we need to get at least 3, if not 4, 5x5s out of it for this particular order. This is for the spring house restoration. We got started on this yesterday in the rain, so we didn't want to get anybody or get the camera equipment wet. So let's show you what we got. So yesterday's total, my apologies, yesterday's total, man, the sun is getting low already. 4 5x5s and 4 4x5s. These are about 9.5 feet long. These are 10.5 feet long. That is the minimum size we can go on these. Luckily, we had 2 logs we were able to use for this. We needed 4 of them at 10.5. We got that. It's awesome. We did have one issue, and we'll show you the details on this one shortly, but big chunk of what used to be metal in there. Here's the details on that. All right, we knew the metal was in there. We went in anyway. We need this piece. Got it within 11 inches of this end. I've since turned the can around. Got it within 11 inches, stopped me cold. Flipped the can, turned it around, and came in from the other end, stopped about an inch from the other cut, coming in from the other direction. Now, I managed to pound a wedge in here, split this open, but I can't pull it apart. Got my crowbar, gonna open it up, see what we got. All right, let's see what's in here, folks. Oh. A cable. I knew it. Ceramic insulator. That is the only thing that's going to stop a wood miser blade in his tracks. All right, even though it's raining, we're just going to still keep milling. We want to get this one done. Insulator's out. All metal that we could see is out. I'm going to go ahead and start trimming this one up. It's for a sill plate. This side can go down. Should be fine. But we'll have an extra one for him if he doesn't like it. Let's keep sawing. We busted it up and pulled it out of there. And you know what? Not a speck of metal to be found. Whatever was holding that insulator in there is all gone. Completely rusted away. It's a sill plate that can be turned down. If they don't like the discoloration, it can be turned down and be hidden. It'll work fine. Or you can bleach that. They do sell wood bleach, and you can bleach that out. So the other 3 look really nice. They're ready to go. And that is what we've got to cut out of this. This is 13 feet, although it's not cut real square on the ends. Probably gonna end up being 12.5. Whoever cut this one, oof, man. They must have hit some metal with their saw and this thing started cutting on a curve. All right, so nice size white oak here. 23 on the small end here on the operator's, or the operator end of the mill. On the far end of the mill, 25. Okay, what we're gonna be doing here, we need at least 3 5x5s out of this. What we're gonna do is right off the top here, we're gonna take a cut down to about 19 inches off the deck. We're going to go 18 inches. We're going to go 6 inches down. That'll give us within 3 inches of the pith. Then we're going to go 3 inches below the pith for the next 6 inches, and then whatever's left on the bottom, that should make up the last 1 or possibly 2. If we have extra, no big deal. Just in case he's not thrilled with one of the ones he's got over here, we'll have an extra one for them. So always when you're running tight on logs and tight on material, if you can make a couple extras, you do so. That way you make sure the customer gets what they want. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. What we've done already, as always, when we're doing stuff like this, we leveled the pith. We took our reference cut, and that gave us a nice flat, stable surface to set on. Now we flipped it over, and if we have to move this any which way, or make adjustments with the clamps or the stops, we know that it's not going to move on us. Let's go ahead and get started. Ready? Taking a 5/4 board, we're using it for pallet. Turn the simple set up. Turn the simple set up to 6 inches. 6 1/8 to allow for the curve. That's a nice healthy cut. Now like I said, what we're doing here, 6 inches off of here, 3 here, and then another 6 on the bottom. What that'll give me, 1, 2, 3, 4 minimum. I might get 2 out of these. I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's see how it plays out. And now that we have our 3 6-inch slabs done, I'm going to put each one back up on the mill, cutting them into 6x6s. This will leave us enough extra material to trim it down. Now what we're taking into consideration when we're doing this is the sapwood, the juvenile wood, any other defects that we could possibly trim out when we put them back on once again to trim them down to the 5x5 that we need. Yes, this does take a little extra time, but it is well worth the extra effort to turn out a quality product. So we have enough on here to take a 5/4 board off. That'll leave us enough to take little trim cuts on each side, because this may bow when I cut this 5/4 board off. You always want to leave enough for yourself to make this 2 final cuts on each side. Even if you final cut the other side, or thought you did, if you take a considerable amount off the other side, it may bow again. So just stay aware of that, be aware of that. So when you're done, obviously you want a nice straight post. Well, everybody, that wrap it up here at the Iron Oak Sawmill. A complete success with this log, yielding 7 5x5x13s, giving us 3 extra pieces for this job. So if we have any issues, we've got some extras. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the next log as you see coming up here. This thing was loaded with metal. We tried the better part of a day to get this to work out. It did not. All said and done, we trashed 3 blades and ended up sending 2 to resharp. There was more metal in this thing than the hardware aisle at the Home Depot. We eventually ended up just pulling a log off the mill, cutting it up for firewood. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and in this case we did lose with this log. Okay, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hey, if you're new here at the channel and you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and then you'll be able to get a notification every time we drop a video in here on YouTube. And hey, while you're at it, hit the like button, thumbs up, and share with some friends. And everybody that's been coming out every week, we'd like to thank them for your continued support of the channel. It really means a lot to us, and we very much appreciate it. And as always, if you've got any questions about anything we're doing here at the mill, any of the tools we're using, any of the methods we're using, or about the mill itself, go ahead and put it down in the comments section. We're glad to help you out. And as always, thanks everybody for stopping out. We'll see you out here next time.